We have a high here at the end of the day, or like another prominent crest here at the end of the day. And this is sideways fluctuations preceding a rally. Ace of Wands. It's interesting. Definitely range bound here, right? And then there's a reversal in the last hour. But this is very bearish. This is a bearish. In this position, that's a bearish ruin stone. It's actually water buffalo bone. It's bearish, but it's in kind of like a crest or a high position. It could mean that it could have been speaking about this, like there's a double tap here, right? Double tap, but like, I don't know. It's a pretty wild day. Flirting with that bottom. And then when we look at the overview on the 1 month, we have a low correlation for tomorrow, and then the ruined stone kind of acting as a bit of a anchor there. It could be a low on the 14th too. And then there's the Empress card on the 14th. Could we be that far ahead? I don't think we're that far ahead. We're still on Lovers. That's interesting. I expected this move here happen here. We still had a pretty significant price swing there, obviously, but I expected a bigger one, to be quite frank. Some of these profile names that people have, Nasta Nutta, like, okay, funny. Yeah, so we're really flirting with that bottom there. We should see a low here at the end of the week here, on like tomorrow, between like tomorrow and the 14th. Let's see if we can isolate that. I think we probably fall here in the end of the day, because to reach that low, based on what I'm seeing, like this is I'm still kind of learning this new technique with the sneak preview card. I changed the meaning of the placement. That's more of like a relativity card now. It tells me like where the next day will open, and this is most likely going to be a bullish case at a resistance level. But in order to do that and hit the low, we probably fall here pretty hard. You can see that with the universe card, and then this is a very bearish positioning for this runestone, which, man, I'm trying to remember the names of these now. I mean, I'm learning Chinese, so I should be able to remember the names of runestones. But I'm not there yet. That one's called Kinaz, and it's reversed. So it's basically like, speaking of water, the element of water in my interpretation of it. It's normally fire, but it's reversed right now. What about tomorrow's going to be big round Earth? What do you mean? What's going on in the news? CPI report tomorrow, right? We were talking about that. Comes out in the morning. There's a lot of like volatility early in the day, back and forth kind of behavior. High and low or within close proximity, and we see their correlations many times throughout the day, but overall I think it's a bearish day tomorrow. And then, man, okay, well that makes sense. So we have the unicursal here, and then the card after that correlates actually to Princess of Cups. So probably in the midst of like some bearish price swings here at the end of the day after a high, I want to be positioned for both directions, so I can catch probably a big drop over the weekend. There's a big drop somewhere. I think it might have been in something I saw in November. Let me see. Yeah, I think it was in November. Man, I'm so far ahead, it's like I forget what days I'm looking at. It's a pretty tricky reading. I keep saying that, but there have been a lot of tricky ones recently. So my sense is the CPI report's not going to be as bad as maybe we expect, but it's going to end up with causing like a selling. People are going to take the opportunity real fast. That's my sense. What's cause for bullish sentiment? I believe. Let me look at my notes, man. I'm getting rusty here on some of like the more in-depth meanings of the cards. I've been so focused on the technicals recently. I'm pretty sure this is inundated with too many choices, paralysis through indecision, excessive selling. breakdown through support level after testing resistance twice, bouncing along the next support level before breaking down through multiple support levels. Yeah, there's like a cash out opportunity at the low tomorrow. I think probably I'm gonna go with we probably open above where we closed today. In the pre-market we're above, but then we have some erratic behavior, turns into more volatility, and then that turns into a decline towards the open. Cards in the middle. Finish at a high, I'm definitely seeing like we'll probably open at a resistance significant to today, tomorrow, but then we'll have volatility and fall from there lower to then wherever we finish the high at, if there's a high there. It's pretty interesting because we've got it correlates to erratic behavior back and forth through the same price level and revisiting a crest that was a recent past opportunity. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a really big move here at the end of the day to the upside. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a big move in either direction, really, but even though there's like no high correlator here at the end of the day, there's one in the post-market, or excuse me, in the sneak preview. And then those are super bullish. These are two super bullish cards. Yeah, we were just talking about tomorrow's CPI. My sense based on it, so this is all about the CPI here, this and then the Ace of Discs, obviously. The Ace of Discs in a lot of cases is a decline to a key support level. Based on the overall theme, I'd say that this is pretty great. There's a pretty strong decline here in the pre-market or early in the morning because these midday cards are all bullish, right? Like there's a rally here through resistance, meeting secondary resistance, and we kind of do some volatility. The Ace of, the Prince of Swords I found to be quite bullish in a lot of cases recently. I mean, we could take a pretty big drop now. It could happen now. There's one in there. I sense it in there. It's imminent. It's close. Because we have a low there. We have a low on the 1 month. And if it ends up not being tomorrow, then I would see it on the 14th. But yeah, so I think my sense is, my sense is that the CPI number comes out better than expected, but that doesn't mean that the market's going to rally. It actually means like people are going to take an opportunity to get out. That's my sense. Yeah, there's like a resistance met, and then we fall pretty hard. Ace of Swords would really indicate a key resistance. I would definitely like to see a decline right now, so I'd be able to reposition myself nicely. That's the case, this combo here is probably pretty bearish. But again, these correlate to erratic behavior back and forth through the same price level, the pleasure card. I'd just like to see it do something. Background, I've been doing all these 2023s. See how many do I got so far? That's a pretty decent amount of 2023s thus far. It's still October, you know. It's a pretty good start, I think. I'm going to do it on a different screen though. Alright, I'll answer that question, but I got to do a quick breather here. probably going to the downside. It's my sense we're going to the downside there. Yeah. Jeez, look at that sideways fluctuation with the bearish trend preceding a rally. That's the thing, preceding a rally, so there's got to be a drop in there. I mean, off of the high, there's a big decline. My sense is that it's a high at the end of the day that makes a really big decline. And then the high on Friday is got a super bearish, or excuse me, a super bullish kind of situation going on with the Princess of Cups being in a high correlation position, indicating that even though our exact level is the high for today, it will be a higher level very soon after. Full card. Cards in there midday. It's a bearish day, but a lot of bullish cards in there midday, and there's a big move like just after mid-afternoon, or I should say midday, just after midday, so like early afternoon. I mean, that looks like sideways fluctuations with a bearish trend, if you ask me. So if you're just hopping on, guys, we had sideways fluctuations with the bearish trend preceding a rally, which is the overall theme and trend direction card that we have. That's the placement of this card here. It means overall theme and trend direction. So it's how you read the cards. This is the overarching trend theme. So when you're reading these cards, you do that with that as the overall pattern or whatever behavior that you see throughout the day, and it helps to read the rest of the cards more informed, if you will. It's just there's really bullish cards in there. Well, okay, so we had the high there. That was a pretty sudden move to the upside overnight, right? We did say we were going to open higher, so we opened higher, revisited a crest, right? We revisited this crest, and then we fell from there. And that would have been the high. Off of the low, there was a breakout. so sure about that. Well, yeah, I guess it was first thing in the morning. We were able to support, and then there's a breakout there. It didn't last, but it looks like we continued above it a couple of times there. Definitely bound by a range towards the end of the day. This became a range that we stayed bound into. And I was talking about how there's some sort of drop. It's either happening, I mean, we're running out of time for it to be right this moment, but like either overnight or it's in there because we've got this low tomorrow. Has a pretty decent price swing as predicted. But we haven't seen them move higher out of this really. Well, boom, boom. Yeah, we kind of did. I mean, so like, if this ends up being like we've already hit the bottom that we saw here in the week 2, there's a good shot like we rise and then we fall and we hit this same price level again, meaning that we've seen the bottom from here. That's possible. It depends on if we break through or not. And I mean, there's a good chance that we do the remainder of the week. It's just that's earlier when somebody asked me if we're going to a lower low, I said it really depends on what happens with this first low here. So now probability is becoming less that we hit a lower low, I'll say that, unless we do break down in the next 2 days. Yeah, Ethereum's one of the best ones to be accumulating for sure. Solana, I'm pretty sure. I did a 10-year on that. I don't know if it's released or not. Well, actually, let me see. Did I release that? No, I didn't do a 10-year. I did a November, and it's not completed yet. And a 20. No, I just did a November. So hold on, I retract my statement about Solana. I must have been thinking about something else. So I still have to do a 10-year for Solana. But Ethereum definitely a good one to be in. Kusama, I don't know. XLM, I haven't done. Algo, Quant, XRP is another one that's good. I'm gonna add those to the list though. Said it could be on Friday that based on the rhinestone placement. Just adjusted the mic volume. Can you still hear all that construction or no? prominent crest, but not a high here on the 19th. The thing is like here at the end of the month was where the highest probability of a high is, but it doesn't sit right with me. My sense is that the high was there as it was, really. I saw it a little bit later than it took place, but I was pretty close. And we did have that relief rally early the first week of October, just more at the beginning of the week than at the end. It's some sort of like sanding thing or vibration tool. It's way better than what it used to be, which was jackhammering. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure that's correct. 380 was the high there. I think in the prediction that I did for October, I even stated that this was not going to be like the high. There's a high correlation here, but there's a lot of back and forth going on. A lot of the other stocks have lows here. Don't expect too much. See, that's today. Don't expect too much. I think we probably aren't going lower in this week's, like, whatchamacallit. I think the support probably holds, actually. We'll see. But if it does, then that means that we have a good crest to fall from, in which there's a chance that we wouldn't break down to a lower low, because we'll have something to fall from if we're doing so. And that would definitely go in line with the sticky kind of area to be price-wise. Can't wait to live in a mountain, like in a cabin in the woods on some like mountain with a lake, away from like a ton of people making rules for me. I don't know anybody else that won an award for doing the most to improve the moral quality of their school. Like, I don't need to be taking rules from other people. I should be taking rules from me. It's such a frustrating kind of dynamic in my life. Lost people are so certain that they know what you should be doing and shouldn't be doing. Accidentally closed out. Here we go. Well, yeah, like I want to make sure I'm near water. I'm a water sign, so it's important for me to be near water. But the coasts are not a good place to be from the standpoint of like holding your wealth real estate wise. It's funny, I grew up in Manhattan, so like Fort Lauderdale doesn't even seem like a big city to me. I feel like I'm in the suburbs. Yes, please, can we have the breakdown now already? I'm so tired of watching this thing go sideways. Jesus. That's Coin 2023 sneak preview. buy a house in San Francisco. I lived in the Northwest. If I was going to live in the Northwest, it would be in Washington State. I did live in the Northwest in Washington State, Vancouver, Washington, right over the water from Portland. Houston's going to have problems with flooding. It's going to have serious problems with flooding, Houston. Just so you know, Houston is not a safe zone. If you're looking for a safe zone, as far as like the coming, like, we should call it like the Great Migration, if you will. You could call it the Great Migration, where everybody moves inland, and if they're smart, they're moving north as well. Like, South United States is going to be like Mexico's climate. The North United States is going to be like the South United States climate. Canada is going to be like the North United States climate. And you get my drift. So if you move north, you're going to be in more comfortable climate, and away from the coasts. Move not just north on a map, but north as far as like locally, like move up. Yeah, 200 feet is good, actually. Yeah. No, actually, 300 feet. It's 260. I believe it's 260 feet above sea level is where, when the ice caps are fully melted, that's where the sea level will be. So my 18-story apartment on the coast will be gone. It will be like it'll be, I don't know, like 90 feet or 30 feet underwater, something like that. Oh, it was 21. It was 21 or 210 feet, something like that. Well, it's an okay flood area right now, but I mean, like, these cities on the coast are gonna get swept away at some point, man. Houston's gonna deal with major storm surges. Not like anything we've ever seen before, guys. Like what happened to the west coast of Florida. That's just the start. People are like, oh, it'll be like 30 years from now when the ice caps are melted, I'll be gone. Yeah, well, you might be right about them being fully melted in 30 years, but they're gonna melt, they're gonna thaw and freeze, and thaw and freeze, and thaw some more and freeze less, and thaw some more and freeze less. And over time, those moments where it thaws are gonna feel like all the ice caps are gone. I'm thinking about moving to Spain, actually. To Marbella. Like Canada's got a lot of safe zones. It's also got a lot of coast too, so you gotta be careful. But there's a lot of safe zones in Canada, like Maine, Vermont. Like the north mid part of the country is going to do north central part of like the Dakotas. I'm not so sure how those are going to be. They might have some serious like dry issues, water issues or something. But yeah, my family's considering moving to Spain, and I like to be near my family, so I might move. It would also set it up so that like the market opens in my afternoon. It would be so dope. Alright, let's do it, my friends. it's bumping along RSI here, probably a good opportunity there. Yeah, that's like pretty crazy. But 5 cents, I would definitely be accumulating it, especially if it hits like 3 cents or something. I might have time. Alright, so that's the close. Looks like that decline's coming post-market. Alright, there's an important resistance that should be highlighted. Actually, is that the Princess, or excuse me, the Two of Swords line right there? Ace of Discs. Princess of Swords up there, Ace of Discs down here. That's the move I was looking for right there. Look at that. Boom. So I'm just a little fuzzy as far as tomorrow where we open, because the aces can be really wild, especially the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Discs. Anyhow, I'll take any questions you guys have, and then I'm going to log and do some more recordings. I got a bunch of November stuff I want to release. I'm also going to start releasing 2023 1 years. And if there's anything you guys want to see on the list, let me know as well. Whoa, we're at 746 followers on YouTube now. Almost 3/4 of the way to monetizing. Let's see if I got anything scheduled for release. Yeah, we got Tron coming out tomorrow. Oh, actually, that came out today. We got Venu coming out tomorrow. Vita Inu, Atom or Cosmos, and Tron TRX. They both came out today. Yes. All right. So, but we've got this erratic behavior back and forth. Where did it go? To the same price level, revisiting a past crest here in the post market. This as the Princess of Discs, or the Two of Swords. Because now we're below it, it becomes a resistance. Rather than the Ace of Discs, it's now the Two of Swords. guys want to see? Tesla? You want to see Tesla now, or you mean for November? Tesla I've got on the list for November. I already started it, actually. And I did a 1 year, the 2023 1 year for Tesla as well. Schwab. I would definitely be in Capital One over Schwab, just saying, my friend. Oh, for the dividend, I got you. Yeah, BTBT's on the list. I'm pretty sure I started that one as well. Yeah, I started the November for BTBT. We're gonna do a 2023 for BTBT. Ones that I got started already, oh my god, there's too many to list. I got a lot started. So like towards the end of the month, there's gonna be a really big dump. I'm gonna try and put these out as they go, but like at the end of the month, there's gonna be a bunch that's accumulated. And I'm trying to put out several 1 years every week until the new year. How high is the dividend? Is it above 4% by chance? Like, you want to be careful not to fall victim to like an overinflated dividend that's really there to attract the customer, even though the stock's not doing well. Sometimes what they'll do is that, but I don't know. I haven't really looked at Schwab. 3.5%. That's high. That's a high dividend. Juicy. Just make sure it's not. You make sure the reason for that high dividend isn't just because they need to attract people. You know, a lot of time a high dividend will go hand in hand with that. But 3.5, it's up there. It's not. You know, you start seeing 4%, and then that's like a red flag in my opinion. Yeah. So we were talking about the low. I think we probably just broke through. Let's see where we are on the 1-1, and I gotta grab my dog real quick. Locked in the bathroom, poor guy. You're like a little sneak. You never know where you are. You're the best, Hermes, you know. Everybody loves you. I know, we're gonna go soon. You wanna come back up? Alright, so we're looking at the low. So we were talking about the low for October, right? So there's a good shot we go lower. I mean, we see a low at the end of the week tomorrow, and then maybe even a lower one on the 14th. Hard to say. But we should see a low tomorrow. Are you eating? He's eating my crackers. That's why he wants to sit on my lap. So I mean, we were discussing it, and my sense is that we go lower. If like we don't see we're already kind of seeing it though. That's the thing. Yeah. If we don't break through this, like at the end of the week, we're gonna see a little bit of a rise early on the week of the 17th. and then another drop. And so if we don't fall enough here, if we don't break like through support here at the end of this week that we're in now, then that rise will give us, it might give us enough room to fall again and not break through a low. But that's what I mean by I need to see where we go end of the week. I do think we probably are going lower based on what happens end of the week and where we are now, but it's not 100%. Cool. Oh, so now that you ate all my crackers, you want to go, right? You little munchkin. Here. I feel used for my crackers. Well, if you don't have any other questions or whatnot, then I'll probably roll. I'll give you guys a minute or so to type. Yeah, you're welcome, Raymond. Thanks for watching. You're welcome, Joe. Thank you for watching. It depends. If we break through this support level that we're kind of like flirting with here, if we break through that here at the end of the week, then I would say we go much lower the next weekend. But if we don't, if it holds, and then we see a little bit of a rise here early in the week of the 17th, depending on how far we rise, then that decline may not break through. But based on what I'm seeing, we've got a low tomorrow, and based on where we are, that would mean that we break through the support. So if we do that, then I'd say we're going much lower. We're going to take like the next leg down here in this weekend. But if we don't break through, then maybe not so much. All right, guys, I'm going to roll. I'll grab some water like I always do. And I'll come back and I'll log if there's no questions. Alright, friends, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Have a good rest of the day, and yeah, I'll see you guys. I'm going to try and be on in the morning tomorrow. It may not happen, but I'll try my best. See you guys. You're welcome.